All right, today we're gonna add some texture to our African mask. So you guys are gonna be able to get a little bit of these kind of corn and bean mixtures. You can get 2 feathers. If you only want one, you can just get 1, no more than 2. And you can get 2 pieces of this raffia. So you'll have to cut that off. You don't have to use all of it if you don't want to. When you're doing your beans, you have to use liquid glue. So here's the thing with liquid glue. A little bit goes a long way. You have to decide where you want it first. And I'm just going to put 3 dots at a time, and then you're just going to lay those little pieces of texture on top of the glue. If I put too much, it's going to be a mess. Probably not going to like it. Do a couple more pieces. And I want to make sure that wherever I put my designs for my texture, it's also symmetrical, which means it's the same on both sides. All right, and I have a few more pieces. I'll just pick out a couple more of the white beans. I might decide I want a pattern and do like a black bean and a white bean in between. Depends on how crazy I want to get with my mask. So a couple little dots. Dot, dot, not a lot. Remember, the glue comes out sometimes fast. It will dry clear, but you don't want it all over yourself. All right, with the feathers, I've got to decide where I want the feathers. Do I want them on my mask? Do I want them on the side of my mask? I think that looks nice. Got to do a little bit of a line of a glue. Symmetrical, symmetrical, make it symmetrical. I'm just going to put that on top of my glue, kind of gently pushing down. I don't want to get glue on my fingers. If I do get glue on my fingers, sometimes I can just rub them together and that will come off. So that's pretty symmetrical. With the raffia, I can cut it into some smaller pieces. Maybe I want that next to my feathers as well. Maybe I want it in a different place. Oh, I think I'm going to put it down here. You can see, I'll turn this to the side. Kind of down here off of the chin a little bit. That looks kind of cool. So I might put that down there. With the raffia, it's a little bit harder to lay flat. So I'm just going to put a few little lines at a time. Make sure it's symmetrical. I'm going to place that on top of the glue. I don't even really need to touch the glue if I'm doing it with just a little bit of glue. Laying that on there. Sometimes I can just use my tip of my finger. I could add some more to that. I might be done. If I have raffia that I didn't use, I can always put that back. The beans or the textures need to go back into the container. Remember, 2 feathers, 2 pieces of raffia, and you can get one of these to share with someone next to you. You can always pick out the ones that you want and then just put the rest back. And then I'll put this in the drying rack and we will be finished.